and happy Wednesday to you. It's September 6th, 2023. So we created a section on the Dusty Feet now called Coffee and Donuts, right? Many of the folks I know, they will often hear me say, right? Here's something to ponder, something to think about. And we'll probably need coffee and donuts to discuss. So today we're going to venture into a love perspective. These podcasts are going to be short, with the intent to have you chew on the thought amongst yourselves. C&D at the ready. So, welcome to Coffee and Donuts on the Dusty Feet. And before we forget, if you find these kind of podcasts useful, then click the subscribe button. The reminders are just there to help you. But also, if you think that these might be of use to others, then click the like button, because that's the way that YouTube chooses to share these to more people if they choose. Love perspective. What does love mean to 4 to 8-year-old kids? There was a show on television when I was growing up anyways, and this will definitely date me for sure. It's called Art Linkletter's House Party. And there was a part in many of the episodes with kids saying the darndest things. Kids will say what comes to mind, right? I love the candid simplicity. And yet, at times that candid answer, that can truly say so much more. So in that vein, I came across this bit to ponder, right? Because a group of professional people posed this question to a group of 4 to 8-year-olds. What does love mean? The answers that they got were broader, deeper, and more profound than anyone could have ever imagined. Rebecca, age 8. When my grandmother got arthritis, she couldn't bend over and paint her toenails anymore. So now my grandfather does it for her all the time, even when his hands got arthritis too. That's love. Billy, age 4. When someone loves you, the way they say your name is different. You just know that your name is safe in their mouth. Chrissy, age 6. Love is when you go out to eat and you give somebody most of your French fries without making them give you any of theirs. Danny, age 8. Love is when my mommy makes coffee for my daddy and then she takes a sip before giving it to him to make sure the taste is okay. Bobby, age 7. Love is what's in the room when you at Christmas. You stop opening the presents and just listen. Don't get hung up on Christmas. Pull back the curtain. See what's behind. Nika, age 6. If you want to learn to love better, you should start with a friend you hate. We need a few million more Nickies on this planet. Noelle, age 7. Love is when you tell a guy you like his shirt because he wears it every day. Tommy, age 6. Love is like a little old woman and a little old man who are still friends even after they know each other so well. Cindy, age 8. During my piano recital, I was on stage and I was scared. I looked at all the people watching me, and I saw my daddy waving and smiling. He was the only one doing that. I wasn't scared anymore. Claire, age 6. My mommy loves me more than anybody. You don't see anyone else kissing me to sleep at night. Elaine, age 5. Love is when mommy gives daddy the best piece of chicken. Chris, age 7. Love is when mommy sees daddy smelly and sweaty and still says he's handsomer than Robert Redford. That'll date you. Lauren, age 4. I know my older sister loves me because she gives me all of her old clothes, and then she has to go out and buy new ones. That's a poser. Jessica, age 8. You really shouldn't say I love you unless you mean it. But if you mean it, you should say it a lot. People forget. And the final one, this is from a 4-year-old child whose next-door neighbor was an elderly gentleman who had recently lost his wife. Upon seeing the man cry, the little boy went into the old gentleman's yard, climbed into his lap, and just sat there. When his mother asked what he had said to his neighbor, the little boy said, "Nothing. I just helped him cry." That made me cry. We often talk about the love of God and even sometimes about ourselves. And at times, they're only words. What does it look like? It'll take on many forms, often looking different as you travel across the globe. Yet, I wonder sometimes about the simple expression being the most profound, loving others as you would love yourself. Kids at times remind us of the simplicity. Sharing French fries, giving chicken, testing coffee, sharing a kind word, telling folks that you love them often. And then, at times, not saying anything at all, just being there. Maybe that's why Jesus let the children come to him. Maybe it was for the adults to learn from the kids. I'll wager that the love perspective changes a bit with age. Yeah? As we grow older, life gets more complicated, right? More complex. Maybe we need these little reminders, these Jesus moments of children gathering around, and we stop and listen. Because what have we helped teach them about love? Because that answer, that might scare us. Yet, maybe rays of light can shine forth with kids saying the darndest things. So thanks for with us today with Coffee and Donuts on the Dusty Feet.